All right, I am William Moyer. This is Purple Raider Sitdown, and got a very special guest with me here today, offensive line coach for the Purple Raiders, Coach Cisneros.
Yep.
Thanks for coming on, Coach.
Thanks for having me, man. Privileged and blessed to be here.
So you came to Mount Union 2020 as a player, and you've been here a while now. In your second season as the offensive line coach, you came all the way from Texas. Mm-hmm. What drew you to Mount Union? You would say from Houston, and then what would you say has kept you here so long now? Obviously, being a player and then going right into being a coach.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. In 2018, when Mount Union went to the national championship, I'm local in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
They actually practiced at my stadium at the time. I had no idea who Mount Union was. I just remember a purple school kicking us off our field that they had to go practice. They ended up going to national championship that year. That's kind of the first time I heard about Mount Union.
Mm-hmm.
After that, my senior year was going. I was getting recruited a little more my junior year. Sent my film out to a coach named Coach Kappas here that was defensive coordinator. Really loved it. After that, it kind of just blew off. Went to a camp up here, showed out, went to a couple official visits here. And just ever since, I love Mount Union. I love the culture. I love the people when I was here, the overnight, everything about it was just really great about it.
Yeah. So coming from Texas, I mean, long way from home, but there's a lot of guys on the team from Texas.
Yeah.
One of them specifically, he's a coach this year now, but Marcus Jackson.
Yeah.
I interviewed him last year as a player, coming from Houston as well, right?
Dallas.
All right. But what was your connection with other guys from Texas, just like being from the South and everything? How do you are you closer with them than the other guys? Or
Yeah. We always joke around, say, it's a different breed of ball down there,
Yeah.
a different kind of football down there, but we do stay pretty close. Coach Jackson is actually my roommate, too, being a GA this year, so me and him are pretty tight. We've always been tight.
Yeah.
But, just going down there and being up here, it's just, two different kind of levels of football, which is great because you get to see two different sides of football, weather, everything about it. So,
Yeah.
But there's still comp everywhere. So,
Yeah.
Again, at Mount Union, if you're one of the best, you're going to get recruited. So,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Anything you miss the most from down there? The food, just
Yeah.
the weather maybe?
Yeah, I would say the weather and Whataburger down there.
Yeah?
It's a fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
We went to the national championship last year. I got a little bit of time to go visit it, a couple of taco spots that I missed down in Conroe, which I'm from. So I really missed that, and obviously just my family, man.
Yeah. What have you thought of the performance from the O-line this season? Obviously, you've had a few guys stepping up from injuries, but just what have you thought overall of the team's performance through 8 weeks?
Coach Dart's always mentioned to me, since I'm a player and a coach, next guy up mentality here. We're always going to prepare the 1s, 2s, and 3s to go into the game at all costs, whatever happens. So we're fully and confident whoever goes in the game doesn't care. We also cross-train guys just in case that does happen. But definitely confident in, whoever goes in the game, some guy goes down against the next man up mentality.
Yeah, and one guy specifically, freshman Parker Jenks, has stepped up and played the center position, which I would think is a very tough position to come in and play, especially as a freshman. What have you thought of his performance so far?
Oh, Parker's been great. I kind of noticed it during summer workouts when he came. The O-line does summer workouts all the time. I kind of knew off the bat that Parker was going to be a pretty special guy. Me and Coach Dart really noticed that right away. Snaps are great. Communication is great. The guys love him. He's going to be a really good football player down the road.
Yeah. That center position, I've heard that it's kind of like a bit of a leader of the offensive line and sometimes the whole offense as well. What are some things that the center does at Mount Union that some fans wouldn't know, some communication things like you just mentioned, or just calling out things? What are some things that the center does that some fans might not know?
Yeah,
about?
there's a lot that goes into the center position, and me personally, I think it's one of the tougher spots on the offensive line. Obviously, you have to deal with the snap. You're constantly looking at, safety rotation, bumped out linebackers. You're looking at defensive linemen's weight off their hand. You're communicating with the quarterback. You're communicating with the running back in pass protection. You're doing all types of things where you're communicating down the line because just if the left tackle says, the right tackle's not going to hear it. So, again, the center makes the final call in this offensive line group. He has the ability to, change the protection. If we have to get in some type of run call where we need a extra guy or a fire call, if we need more blockers. So, definitely a crucial, part in the offensive line.
What has your experience been coaching some of the guys that you played with? Obviously, going straight from playing to coaching, there's still some guys on the team that you had played with. What's that experience been like?
Yeah, so it's been, fun, and, I've earned enough respect when I was playing here that they do respect me, and I know what I'm talking about for the most part. But, they've really, treated me and transitioned me into a coach, which is really nice. They do trust me. They know I know, technique-wise and, mentally-wise what we need to go into the game plan with. But obviously, I was here. Believe I was a junior when Gio was a freshman.
Yeah.
Same thing with Fred. Same thing with Greg Rockwell. Same thing. Me and Mason Fortner actually came in together. So we kind of have that bondship too. So most of the guys on the offensive line I did play with. But yeah, it's been a blast.
Yeah. Beginning of the season, you guys had some tough matchups. Two ranked teams to start the season off, Wheaton and then Grove City, and then BW as well. They're a team who is projected to maybe make it into the playoffs as well. How did those tough matchups start the season help you guys out and just help you guys out so far along the season?
Yeah, it's definitely, great playing, two top-ranked opponents in the top 25. Obviously at that level, your defensive line and your whole defense is going to be pretty good. So allowing them right out of camp to see, some real competition that we're going to see later down the line, hopefully, is definitely crucial for the offensive line and the whole group. For us coaches too, just to be ready down the line.
Yeah. How important is it as well with Mikey Maloney? I mean, he's been great as the quarterback, but he's still, he's a young quarterback. He's a redshirt freshman. He's second year with the team and everything. How important is it to have his connection with the offensive line and for them to kind of help him out? And just how important is that connection between them?
Yeah, it's crucial. At the end of the day, our job is to make sure he feels comfortable. So doing it at all costs, blocking at all costs. And I tell the guys, hey, we have to put our whole legs into this and move these guys to make sure 15 feel comfortable at all costs. You cannot feel no type of pressure. He can't feel off his rhythm, so that falls on us as offensive line. But it's really crucial, especially, like we mentioned, the center and the QB connection is really most crucial out of that group because they have to be on the same page, snap count, all types of stuff. So it is a unique bond with the offensive line and the quarterback.
How would you say the offensive line has improved over the course of the season throughout 8 weeks? And then what areas do you think they could still improve and get better every week? Because, obviously every week you're trying to get better, learn from mistakes. What would you say are things that they still need to improve on or things that you've seen them really grow and you're just proud of the group for that?
Yeah. Obviously, this year, last year we actually had, a very veteran O-line. This year you have some new faces. But again, it goes back to the next man up. So these guys are well prepared. They've shown it in the spring. They showed it in camp. They showed it throughout the season that they're ready. They can see stuff. They can move people. They can protect. A couple of times we've given up sacks. That's going to happen with every offensive line. Yeah. But these guys have played really good, and I'm very proud of them.
Yeah. What are your favorite memories at Mount Union, kind of off the field? Obviously, you've had some great moments on the field, but off the field, any favorite memories that you've had?
Yeah, I would just say, hanging out with the offensive line. Again, it's a unique group. Anywhere you go, the offensive line is going to be a really unique group and very tight bonded, especially with the quarterback. I know they're very tight with Maloney, but I was very tight with Braxton Plunk. Yeah. We used to go out all the time. We used to go eat all together, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah. That dude could eat a lot.
Plunk?
Yeah, he ate a lot.
As much as the O-line?
On Fridays we would go out, we go get breakfast, we go get lunch at the College Inn, and then Friday we go to Paul Norrie's, and after that we go get ice cream. So yeah. we would eat a lot. So he filled me up, but definitely, I just love, being here at Mount Union, having those special times here. It was really great, really unique experience.
And then final question. Do you have any pregame ritual, superstition, favorite kind of pregame music you like to listen to, meal, anything like that?
Yeah, actually, ever since the Chick-fil-A opened, I've been going to the Chick-fil-A every morning, right when they open. So they're probably pretty used to me now. But for the most part, I just throw in the AirPods in. Pretty much just listen to it. I just put it on shuffle, and whatever pops up, pops up. But the O-line actually got me when I was playing here on rock music pretty heavy. So I listened to that before the game just to get locked in the mode. Yeah,
I saw Gio's last Instagram post had a Leonard Skinner song.
Yeah.
That was a good song.
Yeah, I'm actually in charge of the Instagram and the Twitter, so I threw in a little Leonard Skinner for him.
Yeah,
So
awesome.
that was very unique for him.
What's the Chick-fil-A order
The Chick-fil-A order? Oh,
for breakfast?
yeah. It's going to seem very offensive line-like, but I get a 10-count chicken minis, extra honey on it. My sister put me on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get a large sweet tea and a number 1 biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the all day. That's
Yeah.
what I roll off. And then obviously just a little coffee after.
Yeah.
So
Anything like the food down south? As good as that, or it's close?
It's a little unique down south. If you've been down south, you know the real
Yeah.
food down there. But, they have just as good food up here. So that's pretty much
Yeah.
the same for the most part.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Coach, and go Purple Raiders.
Can I shout somebody out?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my little sister. She's actually signing today to Daytona College for softball. Big shout out to her. Very proud of you. Love you. And then shout out to my family in 956, Sarah, Sophia, and Emma.
Awesome, man. Yeah, shout out to them.
Yep.
Signing, going to college. That's
Yep.
awesome, man. Getting the degree.
Yeah,
That's
for
important.
Sure. Yep.
Let's go. But yeah, thanks for coming on,
Yep.
Coach.
Thank you for having me.